Want to share with you guys some more mysterious flashing lights. We're on a whole new level right now. You guys are going to see entire cities flashing from an airplane at around 25,000 feet. I mean, this has gone to an entirely new level. We're going to start off with a few more observations from various locations. We're going to start off up here in northern Michigan out of Kalkaska. This video has narration. Here we go.
Okay, Mr. MBB333, here you go. Kalkaska, Michigan, February 6, 2025, 6:50 p.m., local gas station. Losing its mind crazy. No idea what's happening. Lights at their pumps completely off. Pumps still on and usable. This going on at the building.
I mean, these are things that people have never seen before. You can tell, like she said, the pumps are still on, the canopy's dark, there's no lights underneath the canopy, and the building, for whatever reason, has dancing lights. Again, they had never seen anything like that before. Unbelievable. Video number 2, going to Los Angeles, California from a helicopter. I put this in fast forward for presentation purposes. The cameraman seemed very intrigued by these flashing lights. This is from about 2.5 weeks ago. Video number 3, out of Santa Fe, New Mexico. This video has narration. Here we go.
There's a car on my ass.
Okay, well then don't worry about it.
Well, that's not it. Yeah, it is. 100 feet turn left. Yeah, it is.
So
Okay, if I sit here, maybe he won't turn. Yeah, that works. You can.
So we're in Santa Fe, New Mexico, Mr. MBB333. This is the second thing we've come across in a matter of minutes with flashing lights that are strange, especially that one over there is really, really flashing.
They said this was the second encounter they'd ran across in the last couple of minutes. Flashing intersection lights. Here's another example of flashing intersection lights. However, these were stuck on green, unlike the ones we saw in New Mexico that were stuck on red. Video sent in by Sharon Jackson. Not sure of the location, but the same phenomena. Intersection lights appearing to be stuck, flashing very, very rapidly. Unbelievable. Video number 5. Here we go. Shane sent this video in. Not sure of the location either, but it speaks for itself. Driving down the road, looked up at the street lights. Obviously couldn't help but notice the rapidly flashing street lights. As far as he could see, on the left-hand side of the road, another bizarre example. What is going on? You guys are going to see an example from an airplane here in just a moment that's going to take this to a whole new level. This next video has narration by Ivy. Here we go.
What in the heebie-jeebies is happening in this parking lot complex? There's a party. Look at that. Or is it Christmas? It's a party.
Again, obviously something interfering with the flow of electricity going to Rutland, Vermont, Danvers, February 5th. Notice the flashing light over here to the right on the right-hand side of the road. And then driving forward, notice flashing lights on the left-hand side of the road. Check it out. Several over here, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 20. The entire parking lot. Lights appearing to malfunction in Rutland, Vermont. We're almost up to all 50 states over here in the United States. Video number 8, somebody shared this with me. This is a map of the various types of power stations across the country over here. And these colored circles represent different types of power stations, whether they be coal, petroleum, geothermal, solar, wind. And he said it looked a lot like this map right here. And yes, it does, because this here is loaded with lights east of the Mississippi, and that's primarily because of the population increase over here in the eastern part of the United States, and the absence of observations here in the center of the United States. States coincides with the population. The population's a little thinner through there. Moving on to the next video, going to Memphis, Tennessee. This is the 5th video sent in by Tila. This video is from February 4th and 5th. Another example out of Tennessee of the mysterious flashing lights. This video has narration. Here we go.
Wow. More flashing lights. Mr. MBB. This is a totally different location. This is adjacent to a parking lot. Oh, wow, there's some over there, babe. Look, this is in a grocery store parking lot in Memphis, Tennessee. You can see some back there, just kind of by the store. I sent a video in on Friday, and this is Tuesday. It's just a few days later. Right, like just a few days later, and you can see this in this parking lot. And we live right by this location, and we have never seen this before, ever. What the heck? Back there at the trees, look at that one. Wow. All right. More flashing lights.
And as you heard her say in this video, they live near this area and have never once experienced anything like this. Flashing lights covering a wide area like this. And they've sent me probably 5 different videos from 5 different locations. Hundreds of lights flashing in the Memphis, Tennessee area. And the thing of it is, on the ground, you're only going to see a few at one time, unlike if you were in an airplane, like in this video here. There's something seriously wrong with this picture/video. Check this out. We're going up to the Denver area. A plane took off from Denver, headed towards Raleigh, North Carolina. Check this out. In this video, from the window of an airplane right over here, the viewer looked down and noticed entire swaths of city lights going dark, blinking like we just saw on the ground. SL, February 9th, 2025 at 6:05 p.m. Check it out. This is from around probably 25,000 feet. The plane hadn't been up in the air very long. Notice the lights back there. Off, on. Off, on. Are you serious? That's the entire northern edge of that city over there. And it was difficult to decipher exactly what city. I don't know if that's North Denver, if that's northern Colorado Springs. Either way, there's hundreds of lights over there spanning many, many miles. I've got other examples from Southwest Florida, a video that I'm still working on, of many thousands of lights visible from an airplane flashing on the ground at night. I mean, this truly takes it to an entirely different level. What is going on here? People have never seen anything like this. This is something totally new. I mean, come on. Talk about something interfering with the flow of electricity. It's not loose bulbs, obviously. It's not LED lights, obviously. Here's where the plane was at. They took a video of the location of the plane. You can see right where it was at, just outside of Denver. So this is in the Denver, Colorado area. That's a major freeway right there. Look at the lights back there flashing behind the freeway several miles away. Unreal. And not just in that location, as you're going to see. I mean, they were literally speechless when they looked out the window and saw all of these lights flashing. So you know other pilots are seeing this too. Some passengers are noticing this. I don't know how you couldn't notice it. If you're looking out the window of an airplane and you see half of a city go dark, I mean, I would be recording too. Look at that. It spans for miles. Unbelievable. I mean, seriously. You can't make this stuff up. That's not just some loose bulb that's blinking. Like I said, that spans for many miles. And in the air, you get an entirely different perspective. I'm sure parts of Memphis look like this. As many videos as I've received out of Memphis, Memphis probably looks the same way from the sky. Or at least parts of Memphis. And coming up, they'll move the camera to a different location. And you'll see another community right here. They zoom in on this community. See the lights blinking off, on, off, on. I mean, that's just not normal. Spans over here, same situation. That was a different location right there. Look at that, right through there. Here, I adjusted the lighting just to see what it would look like, and you can actually see the lights flashing a little bit better, but I wanted to leave it in its original format. This is the only segment that I adjusted the lighting. Everything else is original. All I did was zoom in. Okay, now we're back to the original. Watch. Off, on, off, on. They're off for less than 2 seconds and then back on. Something is interfering with the flow of electricity, and now, and maybe all along, it's difficult to tell from the ground looking up, but it seems to be affecting a much larger area. That looks like an entire city, part of an entire city. Off, on. Here we go again, watch. There you go, right there was a good one. Did you see that? Big community right there. I wonder what people are thinking that are down there in the middle of that. There's where the plane was at, for reference. And then looking down on the ground between Denver and Colorado Springs. Lights flashing on a large scale all over the place. And that occurred less than 24 hours ago. Absolutely mind-boggling. Thanks for the video. Really appreciate that.